Hey everyone! Yay! Welcome to day one of the Mind First mini course reset challenge. Whatever you want to say. It's a 5-day challenge that put together to introduce you to the Mind First intro course and to give you an opportunity to reset your mindset. So this mindset reset challenge is for anyone and for anyone who's a member of the Magnet Mind development community or not. And so I know we had some folks sign up for and register for today and for this entire week. And I've been getting communications that some of those folks aren't going to be able to attend live all the sessions. So welcome to everyone who's watching the replay right now. We're so glad you're here. And I'm so glad to see everyone here. And big shout out uh, to Raphael, Richard, and Cindy, and Audra. Who else do we have?
Lorenzo.
And all the Magnet 30 OGs that are here now. So, yeah, so let me go ahead and let's set the tone, get you guys feeling comfortable, and also give you an outline of what's going to be happening for the whole week. But so welcome again, and I want you guys to know that my intention is to make this more than just a challenge, but it's a chance to reset. And this is also for me too, because I always learn by doing. To chance to reset how we rethink, how we think about things, and so that we can realign with who we really are. And so that's my goal is to help us understand who we really are. Because that is the most important thing before you can do anything in life, before you can add value, before you can be of service, you've got to understand who you are. And that's what Bob Proctor says. That's what Mary says, Mary Frias. And Mary created the Mind First intro course, formerly known as the Mind First micro course, which is still today a wonderful entry point into the Magnet Mind development community. We've had lots of folks have lots of success just by starting with that and developing things that are going to give them the tools that they need to achieve the goals that they desire. So let's go ahead and see if we want to find out where everybody is. Let's start with Raphael. Tell us all where you are.
I'm in California and I go through the cities of Lake Elsinore and LA, and that's where I'm at.
Excellent. And Norma? Norma, you can unmute. Okay.
Hello, I'm currently calling from Ontario, Canada.
It's wonderful. It's beautiful that you're having a nice summery day because I was thinking that you probably want to be in a sweater in Canada.
Yeah, no, it's actually beautiful. I just finished cutting down 4 trees
Oh,
Wow.
with my
Beautiful.
neighbor. And I was like, I gotta get in the shower. I have a meeting at 2 o'clock.
Well, you were right on time. You were early with me and Raphael and everybody else that was chiming in while we were talking. My apologies once again. Sarah Fernandez, good to see you, my friend.
Hi everyone. Today I am with you and I'm coming from Portugal.
beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful place that I want to visit, as you know,
Yeah, so you say.
is on my list. It definitely is really up there. So thank you, Sarah, for taking the time to be with us right now. Sophie. Hey, Sophie.
Hey, so I'm coming to you from near Brisbane in Australia. It's currently 4:13 in the morning. So
Love that.
You are up bright and early today
on Tuesday,
on a Tuesday. Yeah.
on a Tuesday.
That's beautiful, beautiful. So you're catching us before you do your morning walk.
Yes,
All right.
yeah,
Well, thanks.
up super early. Yeah.
You are super early. So you're the opposite of Sarah. It's super late where Sarah is, right, Sarah?
Actually, Portugal is 1 hour behind France, so it's 7 p.m. for me.
Oh, it's not too late.
Otherwise, yeah, otherwise it would be 8 p.m. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
On a Monday, Sophie. See? Monday.
It's still Monday here for all of us who have spoken so far. John, hey, John Hart, how's it going? Oh, you just muted yourself.
How about now?
Good.
All right, awesome. Yeah, I'm doing great. Doing great. I hope you're doing well as well. I'm from Ohio, and specifically Dublin, Ohio, which is Central Ohio in the Columbus area. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I do need a reset, reboot, re-kick in the butt to get going.
Yes, indeed. That's, we all do. And I know that you are here. Um, you're in it to win it, and you're always ready to go. You show up and play full out. So thank you for being here, John. Kathy, good to see you. Kathy, as you can see, my lighting is looking better.
Yes, very much so. Yes, I love it. My name's Kathy. I'm definitely here for Reset. July really knocked me off, just off schedule in regards to holidays, vacation, parties. And so I'm here to reconnect. And I'm from Chicago, and it's 1 p.m. in the afternoon.
Oh, yay, Chicago. I love the Cubbies. All right. And there's Cindy. Cindy, welcome. Cindy Karen, new person in my life. So tell us who you are and any intentions for this challenge and why you're here and where you're from.
Can you hear me? All right.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, I'm Cindy. First, I want to say I love Kathy's shirt, Rescue the Mistreated, because I'm an animal rescue. So I don't know if it's an animal rescue shirt, but yay. My name is Cindy and I'm from Rhode Island and it is 2:16. I'm sorry I'm late. I had trouble getting in. My computer's like slow and old and slow. So yeah, it's a bright sunshiny day, hot and humid, but yeah. Yeah.
Cindy, you're coming in crystal clear with us today. So thank you so much.
Oh, good.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I know we have some folks here that are off camera. If any of you want to unmute and say hello, Audra Caldwell, Lorenzo Rothery.
Hey, you know me. I'm at work. I'm in South Carolina. It's been a rainy morning, but it's finally cleared up. Glad to be here once again. Get through this course this time.
Exactly, Lorenzo. You're in it to win it too. All right. Anybody else? Richard or Audra? Hi, I'm at work and listening in. Yeah, Audra's at work. Thanks so much. Just like Lorenzo. So yeah, not everybody's gonna be able to be off camera, and it's great that you're here live with us, even if you're watching without your camera on. It's all good. Anybody watching the recording, type in the comments who you are, where you're from. We're all going to be coming back and watching the replay. It's going to be going out tonight. I'll be sending those out via email to everyone. And if you miss it or whatever, feel free to send me a direct message because we're not posting these replays anywhere on Facebook. It's all just us. You are exclusive to this 5-day challenge. And I'm so happy that you're here. So, yes. All right, let's introduce you to the Mind First map, which I am going to see if I can find it here. I have it. Let's see. I'm going to All right. My apologies, folks. Again, I'm getting used to this new Zoom Pro. My apologies once again. Let's see here. No, cancel. Okay. Once again, I'm going to try to share this screen, try to show you what I've got here. See if this works. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so there is the outline. I'll show you the outline and then I'll show you the map. All right. So day one today, you are mind first. That is what we're talking about. You are not a body. I want you to start thinking about that. You are not your body. You are mind first, pure potential, capable of directing your life from the inside out. And then tomorrow we're going to focus on setting a goal that really matters to you and that is powerful and it's going to make you want to go after it. Day 3 is all about activating your imagination. Day 4 is elevating your self-image. And then day 5, we move into action and then we go from there. So this is what the Mind First Map, the Mind First map looks like. So when we talk about today, when we talk about you are not your body, we're going to go into, I'm just going to give you a brief overview. Mary goes into it in much more detail inside of the course, but a lot of you know the stick person. Raise your hand if you know what the stick person is. Have you seen the stick person before? Right over here on the left. If you haven't, then this is a basic interpretation of this image. This is the image because have you ever thought about what the mind looks like? Have you ever pictured what the mind really is? And usually when I ask, what does a mind look like? What do you think the mind looks like? And people are like, well, I don't know. And then, but instinctually, what comes to your mind? What image comes to your mind, right? Probably the brain, but that's not the mind. The mind is basically a not part of our physical body. You know, our mind is not any more than our brain that it is our our hands or our feet or the rest of our body or our heart. The mind is split up into two areas, conscious mind, subconscious mind. And then the reason why the head is so big is because that's where all of the magic happens is in starting with our conscious mind and importing ideas into our subconscious mind and giving commands to our body. So we are mind first and body second. And then we go through the goals, imagination, and self-image cycle. And that's what we'll start talking about tomorrow and Thursday. And then on Friday, we'll go into the next part of the map, which is the action cycle. And then this is where you guys are going to get to explore post 5-day mini mindset reset challenge. You won't have a chance to analyze any results inside of this free 5-day challenge, but this is going to prep you and get you ready to get into continue that momentum that you started on Friday, getting into action, and then be able to analyze your results. So I don't have a lot of visuals. Went over the basic outline and what we're covering inside of this challenge. But today, we're talking about what it means to be a mind first. Okay. Now, those of you that have been around a little while in this material, I just want to put it out there. What do you think what it means to be a mind first? Anybody in here that has been around Bob Proctor's teachings, been here with Mary? I'll just let you know that I met Mary about 3 years ago, and a little over 3 years ago, I think somewhere in May 2022, and we just stumbled across each other inside of a Facebook group. Go figure. It was a huge Facebook group, and I saw a post by her, and she was just getting started or about a year into being a Proctor Gallagher consultant, and she invited everyone to join her for a walk through Bob's book, You Were Born Rich. And I said yes. And so I joined her Born Rich Mastery. It wasn't the Born Rich Mastery Circle at the time. It was something else. But it was basically a group that met together weekly, as well as a Facebook group she created for everybody to kind of hang out and be there with each other. So since then, I've been really drawn to this material. Before that, I had jumped out of the rat race, and I was hanging on dear life, working, starting my business, and realized that something's not working here. Something does not compute. I need a timeout. I need to figure out and regroup. And what I noticed is it wasn't until I started studying this material that I realized I was still coming from an employment mindset. I needed to change my mindset so I could become an entrepreneur. So I got out of that space and into a community like this with Mary. And months later, because of my experience in affiliate marketing and doing product launches and also doing a little bit of joint venture managing, I said, Mary, let's start a group. Let's start getting paid people coming through. Let's also create a program for people to become affiliates of this community. And that's when it all started. It started a little before that, but we just started going and the synergy kept happening and happening. And with Mary's mind and Mary's brain, she created things, and I just am there to help support her and be your friendly accountability coach inside of all of the things that we're doing here and the trainings that Mary has provided for us, as well as help promote and support our affiliates for Magnet 30 and all the other paid programs. So what does it mean to have your mind first? What does it mean to have, what does it mean to put your mind first before anything else? Anybody have any insight on that? Any things that you want to say? Because the more we challenge ourselves and, there's a chance that we can realign with who we really are, which is mind first, right? So this isn't about fixing anything, okay? We're not here to fix anything. It's about remembering the truth of who you are and how your mind creates everything. Everything that you have today, it was created by a thought. And our thoughts create our behaviors, and our behaviors create our actions, and our actions create our results. So your results provide you clarity. Do you have clarity in the area of your results? Know where they came from and how you're doing with them. So what does it mean to be a body first? Because you're not your body, you're not your job title. I mean, let me back up. What does it mean to become a mind first? You're not your body, you're not your job title, and you're not your bank account or your past. So, and as Mary and Bob say, we are spiritual beings living in a physical body with the ability to think, choose, and act. So, another famous quote that Bob would say, and Mary has said before, we live from the inside out. Okay? We're not living from the outside in, we're living from the inside out. So any thoughts on what that means to you in regards to being able to reframe your own patterns? Because many people react to their current results. Hey, go ahead, Norma. Let's see.
So I would say for me, mind first just means living in the present moment, just always being present in what you're thinking, what you're doing, how you're acting, and not letting your body control you, just having your like understanding what is going on through your mind, but being present with it.
Yeah, I mean, it seems kind of conceptual and generic, but when you're thinking from your mind first, yes, you are fully present, right? And because you're the only one that has the power to change your results, to create new results. And you do that by thinking and doing that by thinking in a certain way. But Raphael, what do you say?
What thoughts am I entertaining? That's what comes up for me. what thoughts am I being aware of what's, like Norma says, having here in the present moment, being completely immersed in it and understanding what thoughts am I entertaining right now? And are these thoughts that I'm entertaining are serving the purpose of my goal? Or are they serving of what I want to do here right now or not? Are they feeling good thoughts or are they not feeling good thoughts? And if they're not feeling good thoughts, I don't want to entertain that type of stuff. I want to entertain thoughts that enrich my life. So that's what comes when just being aware of that, being aware and being the juggler, you know, like okay, I'm juggling my own thoughts. I don't like these go out. I like these. I keep juggling these.
Yeah, Raphael, you know what this is all about. This is all about accepting and rejecting. Accept good thoughts, reject the bad thoughts. So thank you, Norman. Thank you, Raphael, because now we're creating some awareness by having you guys share. And bye, Sarah Fernandez. Sorry you have to leave. That's okay. We'll see you again soon. But we want to think about this, really think about this. We're going to start with this. I'm going to give you guys a little reflection exercise, okay? I hope everybody brought something to write with and something to write on. Everybody bring their paper, their pen, or their crayons, or their pencil. What I want to do real quick is I want you guys to write down this prompt, all right? Start off with this prompt. Where in my life have I been letting results lead instead of letting my mind lead? Where in my life have I been letting results lead instead of letting my mind lead? So basically what we're doing here is we're determining things like where have I been led by circumstances versus my mindset, right? John, what say you?
Can you repeat that? You kind of broke up.
I'm hearing the message loud and clear. Thank you so much. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Where
We
in
could
my
hear
life?
you, but then in certain parts, almost in the good parts, you break up like, oh. So I know you're working on that, Ryan. I know you're working on that with your internet.
I am. I'm going to be on the phone right after this. Where in my life have I been letting results lead instead of letting my mind lead? Just write down that question and answer.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, here is where the rubber meets the road. You may or may not want to share this because it's a cold hard truth. Because circumstances are always coming at us, and we can't help but react to what is true, quote unquote. So, anybody care to share where they see in their life that they've been allowing results lead instead of their mind lead?
I have a story. Oh, sorry, Sophie. I just saw her hand go up. Is that okay? I just jumped in. I didn't know if I should just jump in or um I've been studying science of mind. I don't know if people are familiar with it. It's off of Ernest Holmes' teaching. And a few years ago, actually, I was studying to be a practitioner. And I did a sermon. And when I did a sermon, it was standing room only. There was so many people in the room, which never happened with the pastor who'd been there for 5 or 6 years. And the pastor ended up, I think out of pure jealousy, I think it was a fluke. It was my first time. I don't know what happened, but he started telling me there was something wrong with me, something wrong with my thinking, something wrong. And when I said, that's not true, he says there's something wrong with your consciousness. And I just like, no, no, no. Make a long story short, very short, he started grouping people in class against me, saying, Lisa, tell her what's wrong with her thinking, tell her what's wrong. So we started with the thinking, and then it went with the consciousness. And I felt like I was in a cult because people started treating me differently. And it was just I ended up leaving because it a lot of other stuff happened. He lied about me, said I created arguments on the church website page and blah blah blah, but a Facebook page. And long story short, that pastor's gone, and I have the opportunity to do it again. I don't know if I'm dealing with PSTD or what, but there was also jealousy with other people too. I had ideas, and this girl would she was the leader of a group, and she'd be like, "Oh, I like idea. Can you hold off?" And sometimes she would, because I want to help you with this, and then she would ask me to hold off, and then she would every once in a while come up to me, "Oh, what about this?" Like she'd ask me questions about it. Come to find out, behind my back, she was doing this idea and creating it and executed it, and she got all the credit, which normally I wouldn't care, but it was the way she did it. So I think I've been suffering PSTD because I have that opportunity again to do another sermon, and it's really holding me back. Like even just thinking about it, sometimes I'll go to my Science of Mind church after everybody's left, or they're all downstairs, and I'll stand up at the podium, my legs will start shaking, and all the stuff that happened. I'm giving you the short of it. All the stuff that happened, and the people ganging up on me, and it really destroyed, which I thought was friendships. So when you did this, it kind of clicked in, yeah, the name. I need to not judge, the results of what happened before somebody who's already gone. Some of the people are still there, but and I still feel a little icy. I'm trying because I just started coming back a few months ago, but yeah, so that's my
Yeah,
short version of this story.
that's a great example. That's a great example. And that's very profound because it's caused you to have an emotional reaction, so much so that it's preventing you from getting back up there and doing.
Yeah.
And so notice that, and notice how when when you go through this, because this is perfect, because sometimes that question, depending on where you're at and what's on the forefront of your mind, or maybe in the deep recesses of your mind that you've pushed down, the cork rises up, the
Mm,
each ball rises up because you can't hold it down anymore, and you have to confront it. And so this is something that you desire to do. This sounds like a really wonderful goal that you have for yourself, because you really want to serve people in the area
mhm,
of the being a practitioner and getting up and delivering sermons and encouraging people. And you got so much good feedback, and then backlash, the opposite reaction came from the church leadership and others.
yep, you froze. Okay.
So keep that in your mind, because every belief, everything that we have begins with our thoughts. Okay, and so you had a thought about
Mhm.
that experience. So
You're going in and out. You're freezing. I heard you had, and that's all I
you had that experience, and if you can, and you're on the right page, because if you can think differently, then you can live differently with that and beyond. So
Mm,
yeah, that creates in yourself, because you had that negative feedback, that be, you might even be saying things like, "I'm not good at that because
mm,
this is what happened." But this is where you get to identify where your thinking is, and then you can understand who you are so that you can upgrade that and get past that fear.
Mm.
Because this creates some mental authority. Once you start really understanding who you really are and how powerful you really are, then you'll be able to not allow that those people's words, their behaviors to affect you so much so that it causes post-traumatic stress.
Mm.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say right now, I want you to consider that experience as old news. It's in the past. Now we're back to the present, and now you have a clean slate.
Mm.
Now you get to go for your dream.
Mm.
And this is going to be a great week for you, Cindy.
Mhm.
We're just going to really scratch the surface, folks. We're not going to be able to take deep dives, but I made sure that we have a lot of time to kind of give you a good sense of what the material is doing for you and give you some tiny breakthroughs so that you can continue moving forward, whether you keep moving forward with our community or if you keep moving forward on your own and find another community. There's so many different teachers around this material, but I want you guys to, yeah, I appreciate you sharing because this is one area of your life that you can really start and stop reacting if you're ready. Are you ready to
Mm.
stop in that area?
Mm. Yeah.
Okay. Are you wanting to take on the idea of being able to create with intention with your higher mind?
Yes.
All right. See,
Mhm.
we got an agreement, and I would like to I think could take this to a next section, another segment, because I think what I'd like to do in light of your sharing, it was deeply personal and very raw and very, I mean, I could see it and visualize what happened. So let's go ahead and do something to help us all be present with the mind first you, the mind first us as a collective, but most importantly, the mind first you. Okay.
Ryan, we did have Sophia that wanted to share something. I don't know if that's all right.
Oh, Sophie. Yeah, Sophie, are you
Sophie.
still there? Yeah. Thank you, my man. I forgot about Sophie. Sorry, Sophie.
No, no, that's okay. I was just going to say that before I started doing this sort of work, where I'll be letting the results lead would be like my bank account, weight loss, like your health, my job, and my relationships. But I've pretty much turned all of them around. So, and I can see the future. I can see myself doing my coaching job and out of my 9 to 5. I can see that having more money and being able to live how I want to live. And I've definitely turned my relationship around and everything. So, yeah. So I'm definitely leading more with my mind now than I was. So,
That's good, Sophie. Piggybacking on what Cindy said, you weren't in the same place Cindy is,
absolutely not.
but
No.
over the past year, I've seen a dramatic transformation in you, in the way you think, which comes out in the way you speak.
Hmm.
It's phenomenal because
Yeah.
that's why you are where you are now is because of that
Yeah.
transformation.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you, Raphael, for reminding me of Sophie. I was ready to move on. I forgot all about Sophie. Sorry, Sophie. All right, and maybe I think Norma said in the comments her mind looks scattered. That was probably a little bit ago, but your mind might look scattered. You might be like wondering why am I on autopilot? Why am I like doing this and that, running around and this and that? So my goal right now is to help you connect with the mind first you and give you some sense of feeling a shift with this. So if you're willing and able, and even if you're listening here and not on camera, if you're willing and able, close your eyes. I'm going to, it's going to take about a minute or so. I want you to close your eyes, okay? And imagine yourself waking up tomorrow as the version of you who fully lives from the inside out. You're not responding to your circumstances. You are moving, thinking, moving, and acting from clarity, from calm, and from vision. Who are you in this state? How do you walk? How do you speak? How do you make decisions? Now I want you to sit with that. Let that marinate. As you sit with that, imagining you as that version that fully lives from the inside out, and you're not responding to your circumstances or appearances. You're moving with a sense of clarity, calm, and vision. How do you walk? How do you talk? How do you make decisions? All right, come back now. And now let's get that pen and paper. Let's do some writing down. I want you to write down a prompt. I want you to write these 4 words. I am not my, and then put a blank. Okay. Doesn't have to be a long one, but if you want it to be, that's fine too. That gives you plenty of room. Start with I am not my blank. And then write I am the one who blank. I am the one who blank. Now, let me give you an example. We were talking about, I was talking about my jumping out of the rat race, and I was failing, and I felt like I made a bad decision in some ways because I didn't have a golden parachute. Didn't have any income. I was just having to start over. So what I would say, and as an example, would be I am not my past failures. That could apply to a lot of things. And who I am now, I am the one who learns. That's what I've done over the past 4 years now. Learns.
Failures.
Yeah, I'm not my failures. I'm the one that learns, and I lead, and because I love helping and serving and leading and rising, just like Raphael's logo, the rising, the Phoenix rising. I'm the one that rises too. So whatever inspires you to connect yourself with a new identity pattern. Start beginning to build new neurological pathways in your mind of who you are, and let go of any past thinking. it doesn't happen overnight. It requires repetition, but this is a good start. And I encourage you not to write just one version, write 2 or 3 versions. Just, you know, and if you feel called to share any of them, anything you want to read out loud to any of us, that would be great.
I'll go if nobody goes. Um, I am not my past insecurities. I am the one who rises above all obstacles.
Oh, I love it.
Thank you.
Boom.
Beautiful, Cindy.
That was perfect. I'll give you hearts. Give me some love bombs. Thank you, Cindy, for sharing.
Um, hmm. I am not my past failures. I agree with you, Ryan, but here's my here's my issue. I am the one who, and I'm stagnant on that.
Okay. Well, by the end of this week, you will be clear. That's my promise to you.
Okay, I'll circle that. And okay,
we'll
that's
have
why
a
I'm here.
little call if it does. It'll happen. I
Listen to-
promise.
That's why we're here.
Come back to this. We'll come back to this towards the end of the week. This is good exercise.
It's like a mini series.
That's it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am not my body or my thoughts. I'm the director of it all.
Ooh, yeah, boom. Love it. Give you some rockets.
I'll take those rockets, Ryan.
Yeah. Anyone else want to share?
So what I wrote is I am not my insecure thoughts. I am the one who is living from who I am being.
Oh, Norma, I just want to give you a big old hug. You know, Norma, it's so amazing because I see you as a secure woman. And I'm like, that's how I see you. I see you as secure, um,
Thank you.
full of grace, sophistication, knowledge, just so helpful, so kind, so curious. So I can go on and on and on. So yeah, let's just annihilate that insecurity. It is gone.
Thank you.
Say that second part again, who you are.
I am the one who is living from who I am being.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. What you're demonstrating to me definitely speaks to that. You are being secure. Excellent, excellent. Anyone
That
else?
imposter syndrome.
Oh, boom. Let's crush that this week. All right. Kathy.
I'm on the same wavelength there. I am not my insecure thoughts. I am the one who chooses not to listen to myself. So,
Oh, you choose new thoughts.
yeah, not going to listen to me.
Those old thoughts. Yeah, get those old thoughts out of here. Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Let's do balloons for both Norma and Kathy. Crush that insecurity out the window. Yeah. All right. Anyone last want to share? Anybody want to share in the chat? You can. Anybody want to share who's watching the recording? Type it in the comments if you can, or just comment because I don't know if you can because I'm not going to be posting this on the Facebook group. Bring your comments back tomorrow. I'm going to see if we have anybody, any afterglow from today. I'll give some time at the very beginning tomorrow to kind of look and see what people's takeaways are and insights from today. And if you want, I did make a, I actually did make a 2-page workbook for today, but I forgot to share it in the chat. But I figured we could just do this. It's pretty simple stuff. We could just do it organically. But if you want this, You want me to drop it in the chat? I can do that right now if you want to download it.
Drop it in the chat, Ryan.
All right, let me pull it up here. That's Cindy. Yay. Let's see. Where did I put it? That's on my desktop. Boom, boom, boom. Here I am killing our time. Let's see. Here's the workbook. Let me see if I can just slide it right in there. Oh, didn't go right there. Let me just pop.
Or you can drop it in our email.
When I send out the recording, I'll put the workbook in there, but here it is. And you can download it now. And then everybody who has registered, whether you attended today live or not, you still get an email with the recording later tonight. But you guys that are here live, you get this little worksheet ahead of time. You can go through it. Just has a few things, has everything we talked about. And then lastly, but most importantly, I want you to use this time or after this time to, think about what takeaways you got from today's session. It just being the very first session, more of an intro kind of overview, but also kind of getting us into the right frame, and also me working out the kinks with my new technology. I got a brand new laptop, brand new lighting. Now I need brand new internet speed. working my way up, So anybody have anything you want to say about the today's session? I just wanted to wrap up a little bit with energy and purpose as we get ready to start the next day. We don't have a Facebook group, but tomorrow, just for grins, create an I am statement, like a declaration. I want everybody to take what you took, from this little exercise we just did. I want you to create an affirmation, okay, from that. I am, okay? And John, you're going to have some work to do because you don't have anything yet, but you will. You're
I
not
do, but I don't. I actually forgot about it, so I got to revisit that.
good. So let this marinate. And when we come back tomorrow, I want to hear anybody who wants to give us your I am statement. Basically, is your declaration, your intention to start living into that. Because who is it that you're being, Norma? And same thing with you, John. And yeah, so tomorrow we're going to talk about goals and why our minds really need a target. We need to have something specific, but it has to be something that's not something we already know how to do. And we'll talk about that tomorrow. And but I just want you to know that you don't have to wait for your results to change. You can start changing them now. And you only, I know it sounds cliche, but really it is kind of simple, but yet it seems so complicated, but it's only that you have to reset the mind, because if you can have a reset mind, if you can have your mind in sync with what it is that you truly want, what you really desire, what you love, not the things that are pushing you to um, negative thoughts, negative thinking. Anytime you're going in that direction, you know you're in the wrong direction. So you're going to want to shift your way to the positive feeling thoughts, because it's your mind that creates your reality. Your mind creates your thoughts. That's the good and the bad news, right, folks? We create our own reality. So,
Brian, you broke up there.
yay. I see the message. Your connection is unstable. So, with that said, I'm not breaking up with you. I'll be back tomorrow. And I hope you will too. I hope good to see all these smiling faces. And Sophie, thank you so much for starting your Tuesday with us a little bit earlier than you normally would. And thank you all for your attention, your engagement. And I'd like to take it up a notch tomorrow. I'm really excited about this the rest of this week. This is yeah, this is something I haven't done before. First time. This is the maiden voyage of this challenge. I did a mini preview inside of the Mind First micro course back months ago, but it was not on Zoom and it was just Facebook Lives, and it didn't live in infamy because Facebook doesn't save our lives anymore. And so it's poof, gone. So now we are creating something new. So be ready tomorrow with your I am statement and be ready to talk about goals. And if you grab the workbook or at least the journal prompts, you got that there. And then I'll send out the recording later tonight via email. And if you have any questions, the best thing to do is to just send me a direct message via Facebook. Okay. Couldn't everybody see me on Facebook? I know that I've sent everybody a message here on this call. So if you haven't seen it, then it's waiting there for you. And other than that, at least you'll get the email recording and email, and you can email me back because I'm going to be available there as well. So, any other final thoughts? Any questions? Because we are out of time.
I just want to say, Ryan, I think that you're stepping out like your comfort zone, like I did last week, and I think it's great that you're. I'd loved seeing Magnet 30 grow as it did since I first joined, and I really admire the fact that you care about us as far as where our personal growth is going. So I think you did a great job today, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the week.
All right, John. Thank you, my brother. And thank you all again. Yay. We got a great clearing, great listening, great participation, and authentic sharing. So beautiful, beautiful. All right. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Thank you.